Dopamine detox is a newly pioneered term for an age-old concept. Before we get into the specifications of a dopamine detox, let's clarify a few terms and ideas. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter associated with your reward circuitry. When you engage in dopamine-inducing activities, your brain gets rewarded with this feel-good neurotransmitter. Dopamine-inducing activities can include eating, TV, social media, gambling, drugs, and PMO. They can also include activities such as working out, talking to a girl, or learning a new subject. There are more intricacies and subtleties to dopamine and its effects, but this basic knowledge is sufficient enough to illustrate my point. When you're constantly engaging in high dopamine-inducing activities, whether it be junk food, video games, or PMO, your baseline dopamine levels increase. And therefore, normal, productive dopamine-inducing activities, such as working out or doing homework, just don't provide the same kick. They just aren't as rewarding in comparison to these highly specialized vices. When your baseline dopamine levels are elevated, it's impossible for you to get pleasure from normal, delayed gratification activities. The ultimate example of this predicament is drugs. Drugs, of various kinds, are among the highest dopamine-inducing stimuli that exist on our planet, albeit ones that produce completely artificial and fabricated highs. They are the ultimate form of instant gratification. And when someone engages in drug use on a consistent basis, their baseline dopamine levels get elevated significantly. So much so, that literally no normal activity provides any pleasure whatsoever. Nothing can provide the same high as their drug. This is why drug addicts are addicted to their vice, they need it just to maintain their baseline normal. If you struggle with any such addiction, you must first work to overcome it before you can improve any other aspect of your life, no question. Now let's talk dopamine detox. The goal of a dopamine detox is to make previously boring, difficult work your new source of pleasure. I know it sounds unrealistic, but hear me out. When you start eradicating the artificially fun, dopamine-inducing activities from your life, your perspectives change. Your baseline changes. The way you approach life fundamentally changes. And you begin to take pleasure in alternative practices. I mean, you have to. This is your body's natural response to maintain homeostasis. Whatever gives you the most pleasure on your new dopamine detox routine, whether it be working out, networking, studying, eating clean, building a business, etc., will become your new source of fun. Your new source of pleasure. And this is a very good thing. Imagine a world where you perceive working out, building a business, or talking to a friend as fun activities. Activities you actually look forward to and can't wait to engage in. Habits, which look like work to others, that are actually enjoyable to you. To me, this sounds like a recipe for long-term, sustainable success. Ultimately, the end-game goal is to adopt such a perspective of life. Your end-game goal is to have your baseline dopamine levels low on a daily basis, so you genuinely look forward to practicing delayed gratification habits such as exercising, working, socializing, investing, etc. These activities, which are fundamentally dopamine-inducing, are essentially designed to increase your sexual market value. They're designed to improve your capability as a man. That's how humans have evolved, to pursue the activities which give them the best chance of survival, and therefore the best quality of life. But modern-day, hyper-stimulating activities derail us from our mission. Their highly addictive nature causes us to seek out the instant gratification habits instead of the delayed gratification ones. And this has a disastrous effect on our potential as individuals, and as a race. Ultimately, it's up to you to control your life. Only you can decide where and how you choose to receive your hit of dopamine. Whether it's through delayed gratification activities that build up your future potential, or instant gratification activities that tear it down. I only detail the options, as always, it's your choice to make.